to do a little bit of audio testing here in a minute to see what my mic sounds like, because there's a lot of hissing in the mic, so I'm going to listen to that. So you may hear some looping audio in the very beginning of this video, but that's just me kind of hearing what's going on with the microphone, because I've adjusted some things. So because there's a lot of hissing in the mic, so I'm going to listen to that. So you may hear some looping audio in the very beginning of this video, but that's just me kind of hearing what's going on with the microphone, because I've adjusted some things. So that sounds pretty good. I just listened to it. So alright, we're going to go ahead and get started on the Unreal World Episode 4. On my last video, we made a lot of bowls, and we ventured east to the Owl Tribe and the Kawika Tribe lands to see what they had out there as far as goods that I could trade for. Riding around on my skis, it's deep and not deep, but early in the winter. I've got a long ways to go through the rest of the winter. Luckily, I have plenty of food. The thing I'm worried about with food is that it'll go out before the end of winter, and I'll be stuck fishing every day, which is not fun. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so here I am, Garov Kamalainen. He's cold and weary. He's laying on the ground. I'm going to make me a fire and sleep by the fire and continue my journey home from the Kawika Tribe lands. Cut down this tree. Start a fire. Fire allowed me to get a good night's sleep. Down to 3 bland smoked bear cuts left. Just skiing my way home right now. I am here and I need to get to there. I'll be home today. I am. It's afternoon and I've made it back to my lodging. Just gonna check on things and make sure nothing's been disturbed since I've been gone. Get some more food out. I definitely was not prepared with my winter clothing for the journey that I made. I was very cold every day, so I'm gonna need to make some better clothing. But I've got good food and a fireplace, so Garov is happy to be home. The ice is very... Oh, I feel a minor frostbite in my neck, so I can get frostbite. I didn't know if that was in the game. Wow, it's taken 20 minutes, 20 plus minutes to break through the ice. Yeah, the game has certainly been made much harder in the last few years. So I'm gonna push some stuff up there to start a fire up into my fireplace. You can see I've got some frostbite on my neck. So I'm going to take a look at my clothing and see what can I do to prevent that in the future. Whoa! Easy there, music. Alright, so I've got trousers, undershirt, overcoat, cap, mittens, footwear. I can make a shirt, leggings, maybe a hood would help protect my neck, and a cloak. Luckily, I still have plenty of furs from my summertime hunting and trapping. So let's go ahead and make a hood and a cloak. This only takes 1.2 pounds of fur, so I'm going to look and see if I have a smaller fur. That way I'm not eating away at a bigger one that I might need for something else. There we go. Now I'm warming up a little bit, and I made a rough elk fur hood. Next thing I'll need to make is a cloak. Cloaks require a lot more than a hood. So I've got 0.9 pounds of fur on this one, and I've got 17 pounds on this one. And then I've got a full fur of 21 pounds. I'll go ahead and use up that 0.9 pound one, and then the rest for the rest of the cloak on the other fur. And it's feast or famine here. You're either sweating a lot or you're freezing your butt off, I guess. But now I have a full bear fur cloak. I've got a bear fur hood, which probably looks really cool if it was actually able to be visualized in the game. So I've prepared myself a little bit better. I wasn't quite as prepared as I should have been going out into the tribal lands. As you can see, I journeyed a long ways out to here. I did notice that these villages that I stopped at had really good items that I'm going to want to go back and get. I found a fine hand axe at one of them. I don't remember which one now, but I'll find it easily next time. You just go ahead and make some more bowls, because that's what you do to pass the time in the winter. Once summertime rolls around, or the spring, and I can get it back out on the water, I can take a trip down south. Down here is the Dricklands. The Dricklands have lots of really good goods. Lots of good tools, fine tools. The Sartolas, these guys have agricultural goods, so depending on what's going on up here where I'm at now, I could potentially go down there and purchase some things to grow. It's now deep into the winter, so animals will be less plentiful, food will be less plentiful. And like I said earlier, my main concern is this food supply that I have will start to spoil throughout the winter, and I'll be stuck fishing, which it can be very tough in the winter. You might run the risk of starving a little bit. We'll spend our days idly crafting bowls. My carpentry skill is going up from this, I believe. It should be going up. Skiing skill, obviously, got a lot of practice at that. Cookery, I've gotten a lot of practice at that. The dark area is what I started with, and the lighter areas are what I've gone up on. I've had a relatively good success rate on my bowls today, or the last few days. Now that it's morning and it's getting light, I'm gonna go check my traps. I haven't been to my traps in a few weeks. I have two sets of trap fences, one here up north of my house. This is a mini trap fence setup. It's only, yay wide. Normally I'll like to block off an entire peninsula. This just would take a lot of work. In fact, this isn't a peninsula, so it wouldn't even work. Talking more like this area here, where you have an inlet, and it funnels the wildlife through one area. I have one other trap fence location set up down here to the west of my house. But with it being winter, I'm not expecting a lot of movement on these traps. I did have good luck during the summer, which is why I'm set up well with food for now. But that food was smoked very early on in the summer, or midway through the summer. I don't know how long it's going to last, so I've also done some fishing. So I have a lot of dried fish here, but I'm assuming this is only about a month's worth of fish. I could do a little bit more fishing and see what happens. It's snowing. I'll do fishing for a few days to kind of shore up my food supply. I'll be dropping the fish in my cellar so they last longer. Looks like I'm staying warm. And my frostbite is, I don't know if it's going down or not. I don't know how to treat it. Maybe I should figure that out. Let's see, how do I treat wounds? If there's like a medical skill physician. Okay, it's saying I need to warm it up. In order to do that, I need a fire. That's easy. I have a fireplace in my tiny house. Try to warm up the injured body part to the best of your ability. You feel warm after treating the minor frost in your neck. You consider it a wound with good chances to heal normally. So that's something I should have done originally. I don't get injured in this game a lot because I play very safely. This game is permadeath. If you die, you will die forever. You will have to start over. So you have to really weigh the consequences of your action. It took me a minute to figure out why the ice froze over again. Or the water. Yeah, you have to weigh the consequences of your actions and you have to think ahead. You have to be thinking about how are you going to feed yourself, how are you going to stay warm. late today. Late morning. Fishing is staying good, so maybe I shouldn't worry so much. Seven perches, wow. Once I've built up a good stash of fish again, I'll start drying them. Goodness, I'm getting good luck on the fish. Also looking at why do I have so much weight on me. Don't think I'll need the paddle anymore because I can't row. I need the ski sticks. It's just all my clothing, I guess. The axes weigh a little bit. I wonder if I don't think I need the carving axe except for to make bowls, so I like to have the javelin just in case I get attacked by something. Yeah, it looks like I've really cut down to just the bare minimums. 75 pounds worth of gear, though. On the fish. Trying to remember to do the sacrificing of the stuff. I don't know. I don't understand that aspect of the game, like the rituals. It's about time I start drying some fish as well. Alright, we're going to take all of our catch and start drying. We'll put the rest in. I want to dry like 9 at a time. So we're gonna put the rest in there and wait till I get more. Maybe a few more days of fishing and I'll go back to something else. The idea here is that I have food kind of staggered. So as food starts to get stale and go spoiled, I've got, you know, more food coming in behind it. So if all my bear meat goes out at one time, I've got, you know, fish as a backup. I'm not fishing every single day. Because yeah, when you're doing that, you waste your time trying to get more food. And you end up not being able to accomplish anything else. Oh, I'm getting so cold. I'm just gonna dry what I have and then I'll be done. Wearing mittens? I am. It still says my hands get cold. What else could I possibly put on my hands? I don't think anything. Just keep plugging away at them bowls. Got 100 bowls. 101. out of water there. Once it gets a little bit lighter, I'll go out. Take a look at the traps. Maybe I'll build new traps. Maybe that's something I should do. How many bowls does one man need? Oh, look what we have here, folks. Fortune has favored us today, for we have a reindeer. Forest reindeer, suffering from a bruise in its left shoulder, fracture in its right hoof, and it's crippled, so it fell into my trap. So now, we're gonna kill it, skin it, all that good stuff. Go ahead and make a hole in the ice now, because we're going to want to skin it right here. Kind of looking like, do I need leather or do I need fur? I think I need leather. The problem with leather is I screwed up last time. It's not as easy to make. You got to remember to come back and get the clean the leather again. So for that, we should still. We'll just do fur. Fur is worth more, and then I can just go buy leather, or it's worth something. Pardon me while I beat this forest reindeer stag to death. Go ahead and reset the trap. And we're going to skin the stag. Butcher it. And it looks like I'm able to get back to my house with the load that I'm carrying, so I'm just going to do that. I can just ski right across the ice. Drop off all those reindeer cuts, and we're going to go ahead and get started on the fur. Even though my guy is very tired. We need to make sure we clean this fur at least before we go to sleep. We're going to try to get it tanned as well. There we go. Now that it's tanning, we'll get some sleep. Wake up in the morning. Soon we'll get started smoking as well. Or should we dry? We should do drying. We'll dry the, actually, well, it lasts longer. This is saying dried food lasts the longest in the game, so we're going to do that. In order to dry, we're going to need a lot of corded, which I happen to have right here. Just getting started drying all this food. Did I get it all? Alright, there we go. That's all of it. I wonder what these are. Scaly flowers. Alright, now we'll look for another spot to build, I guess some more traps. Or no, we need to deal with this hide first. That's what I screwed up on last time. So it says it'll be ready short. So now I've got to do the workbench and the beater part, so that's right here. Got my club and my wood log for... I can't build a table out here for some reason. I swear you used to be able to build a table out here. Hey, I got a decent fur, that's an upgrade. Normally I get rough fur. So 10 more pounds of fur. for some cordage. May seem like I have. Oh, we have reindeer track. Or if sneaking is like a skill I can work on. May seem like enough cordage, but I want to build some more fences, and that requires a lot. And whenever I have multiple, a lot of things cooking at once, I actually run out of cordage. Although now I'm wondering, is the ground is probably too cold to dig in to build a pit. If the game does factor that, I don't know if it does. I think it does, just based on what I know about this game and how detailed they are. So I'm thinking I'm good to build a new fence, depending on how long I need to go. Get a few more. What the heck? I got 16 fine spruce withes. I was making inferiors, now I'm making fines. I'm moving up. Moving up in the world. My carpentry skill is getting better. My timber crafting, everything. Trapping is something that I need to work on. Maybe I can... It says keep resetting trap. Alright, let's stuff we need for making a fence and see if it actually allows me to make a fence. Scout a good area for a new trap fence. We want an area where a lot of game is going to pass through a very narrow inlet. I see some candidates here, for example, right here. We don't want to be too far away because I'll have to haul meat and hides back to the house. So I see I've got a lot of trees, the water is here. And then we just want to see how far it is to the other water, which this is looking like quite a way as well. Yeah. I don't want to be building a fence that's like 100 miles wide. It takes a lot of resources and time. Oh, here's a good spot right here. The only downside is there's a lack of natural barriers here, so you can use the natural barriers to supplement your fence. Instead of just building a fence, you know, all the way across here, I could build to this one and then to there. Problem is, there's just a wide area here of no natural barriers. This looks a little bit better, so we'll do that. We'll maybe start here. Here to here to there. Yeah, it's just a lot. Jeez. Luckily, I've got the resources to do it. Out of water. But if I cannot dig a pit because it's winter, then this is all kind of a moot point. So let's try that. Yeah, the ground is frozen and impossible to dig, so the best I could do right now is build fencing and then come back here later when it's the ground thaws out. But, you know, this is kind of a waste of time for the winter time. I'll just have to remember this spot. That's what I'll do. I'll put a shelter up here so it'll mark it on the map. So now I have a shelter here so I can see it on the map. I'll come back. Yeah, it's marked. Yeah, he just wandered right into it from the coastline. You can see it was this elk or reindeer was just tracking along the coast. They do that, and yeah, it looks like he just went right into it. I don't want to fall through the ice, that's bad. I think I lost a character that way a while ago. And I'll be right back. Gonna take a little bit of a longer break than I anticipated. I'll be back later.